If you have questions about that, I would urge you to go to the JVLA job aids, which are at the top of your page. And then also, as you go through the hierarchy of activities, continuing down the activities until you get to the JVLA, your own JVLA wiki page, you'll find an example of how to set up your own wiki by way of a Captivate presentation, which it's kind of a nice little movie for you. All right, let's go on to 30. We're getting close to the end here, so hang with me. This is the spelling feature in Moodle, and it's something that works out pretty well. There are a couple of problems. For instance, the word online, it wants to put a hyphen in there instead of leaving it all one word, but in general it looks pretty good. So here's how it works. Just as you would see in any MS Word document, there's a menu bar, and on the menu bar you would click in that boxed area A, B, and C. That would allow you to see the spellings, or what the computer thinks are, or Moodle thinks are, misspellings. The misspellings are lightly underlined in red, so you simply would click on that. All right, right click if you have if you're working in not on a Macintosh but on in the Microsoft program. You'd want to click on that, and then it would give you a variety of alternate spellings. So then you would click on the one that would be spelled correctly. Pretty straightforward, isn't it? All right. Just a couple more items. On slide 31, you want to be able to link to a web page. This is something that's critical because I think it's important for us to be able to use the knowledge that's already out there. If we're creating our own course and just typing things away, well, that's going to be a lot of time. But if we can connect to items that are already done, that's going to make our job certainly much easier. So how do you do that? Well, you can see here on linking to web page, slide 31, for instance, there are 4 different items there that are circled. On the first one, you simply select that area. So that's going to be in selected, so you want to drag your cursor across that. After that text is selected, then you want to go to that bar that has the different ropes. Select that first rope and you're going to link to a web page. Now if you didn't select the right thing and you want to go back, well then you select that last rope, which will cut the link, okay? But let's say you're putting in your first link, okay, you've selected the text that you want to link to, okay, that's got to be the word that's going to be highlighted or underlined that students will know will connect to another web page. Then you want to use that first left-hand rope, that's in box number 2, again the left-handmost rope, and then at that point the box to the right pops up, which has items 3 and 4. At that point, if you can either cut and paste the web page that you have in, that is the URL, the web address at the top of the page, and then perhaps the title of the page you want to end that, link that underneath. The title of the page is important to add also. And then you simply save it. Then your page is linked. When you look at it, it will be highlighted in a special way to let you know that that is also linked to a web page. Be sure to select OK after you've approved that. All right, and now we want to go on for just another technical feature, and we're getting close to the end here, but this is the Moodle justification feature. And this is something that's really funky in Moodle that I haven't seen in any other learning platform, and certainly I hope that when they have the next version of Moodle, they get rid of it. But this is the problematic Moodle justification feature. If you look at your screen there on slide number 32, you can see that Moodle it moves immediately to center justification. What does that mean? Well, if you're looking at it, it kind of reads like the beginning of Star Wars there, with the whole item scrolling down with center justification. Now, you can look at that a bit, but it gets hard to look at after a while. So I'd urge you to use left justification, and to do that, you have to do what we call is the Moodle two-step. And if you move to slide 33, here's the Moodle two-step. If you look at your text as you enter it, it looks like it's left justified. But if you were to save it or come back to it later, if you were to look at it after you've saved it, it's got to be center justified. So what you need to do is this. You select your text, again highlighting the text, and then you go to that box you see in the left-hand corner. All right, here's the two-step process. You want to click on center justify, which is that second box. Click on that. and then it will move to center justify, and you'll see it there. Then you want to move back to left justification, that leftmost box, and then it'll be fine. Again, you probably have to go paragraph by paragraph. If you type up, I don't know, 5 or 6 paragraphs, if you try to do the whole thing, good luck. Sometimes it works, other times it doesn't. So again, the two-step process is highlighting your text, and then the 2 steps are center justification, that second box, and then left justification, that first box. That's the Moodle 2-step, and you'll find yourself in better shape. Now, we talked about the Moodle 2-step being one of the vagaries of Moodle. If you find other problematic features of Moodle, we want to try to enter those in the IMT wiki, which is the Ignatian Moodle Techniques wiki. This is something that I've just created, so you want to, again, if you find anything that's kind of funky, we want to try to put those examples within templates, descriptions, and examples. This wiki is another wiki, but in some ways it mirrors the wiki that you're going to be working in, that JVLA wiki. But again, the IMT wiki is going to be for different training features. So if you find something, feel free to put your findings within that context. All right, we're moving right to the end here. We're on slide 35, the wiki activity. This is what I'd like you to try to do. Please try to review your wiki template. So again, you're going to get into your own JVLA wiki. You're going to be working on that template, which is the left-handmost side. That's where you're going to want to be adding those essential questions and that variety of knowledge, which is going to be specific to your discipline. So you're going to add the essential questions. You're going to try to hyperlink perhaps essential questions to your knowledge categories sometime within the next couple weeks, just as I have. I've tried to provide some examples for you. Maybe correct a misspelling if you find one. And then I'd like you to review the knowledge categories, templates, and examples, and try to start working on those if you have the chance. Again, it will take a bit of time, but these first 2 weeks, it should go pretty quickly in terms of some of the design features. So it should let you jump into things pretty quickly. All right. On Saturday, we're on slide 36 now. Please bring your own questions. If you have questions which you think, well, this is probably a question for everybody, how to do this or that. Well, feel free to bring them up at that time. If you want to send it to me early, then I can kind of plan my presentation around it, but I'm happy to work off the cuff also. Again, I will be asking you for one of your essential questions. I'll be asking you to type that into the right-hand side of the chat, and so we'll be going over those also. Okay, that concludes my presentation. If I can be of help in any way, please don't hesitate to contact me. I'm looking forward to working with everybody in the course, and thank you for your attention, and hopefully our e-presence will work a little bit better next time. Thank you.